Good morning. Going live. Satya Center, Ogden, Utah, Growing Edge Inspiration. My name is Michael Benjamin. We're just so excited that you're joining us this morning. Thank you for joining us as you're coming in. Join us every Sunday at 10:15 Mountain Time, straight up, for a 15-minute power message by Reverend Ali and myself, Growing Edge Inspiration. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning to those of you in the mansion gathering. We love you. Join us each Sunday morning, 10:15 live for Satya's Growing Edge Inspiration. We're going to come to you live from wherever Ali and I might be at. We're going to bring you spiritual tools that will help you transform your life. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Ben Hill. Thank you for joining us for Satya's Growing Edge Inspiration. Ali and I are coming to you live from Big Bear Lake, California this morning. Tons of challenges, but lots of fun. Power's been going on and off all morning here with weather. We've had 4 feet of snow. We've had tons of rain. The lake's filling up. Things are absolutely beautiful. So again, for clarity, Satya's Growing Edge Inspirations coming live to you 10:15 in the morning each Sunday morning. Also 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time Thursday evening for an expanded 1-hour service with Leslie Monroe, Reverend Ali, myself, and the Satya Center. And so, good morning, Mike Weaver, all the way from California. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Michael Benjamin here. I'm one of the practitioners at the Satya Center. I'm holding the space and consciousness with you for prayer requests. Feel free to private message me anytime for prayer requests. Good morning, Heather. Thank you for joining us. 10:15, we're going to be live. Reverend Ali is going to be giving her message on Sparkle. I know that she's well prepared. I know that all is well. Can you hand me my phone, please? I just need to keep track of the time, see what's going on here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Thank you. Hi, Tara Lynn. We got about a minute, and then Reverend Ali is going to give her message on Sparkle. And I know that there's spiritual truths that she's going to go deep into what's real, what's true. And we're loving you from Big Bear Lake, California. Join us each Sunday morning at 10:15 as Satya presents Growing Edge Inspirations. These are tools that will help you transform and find your power and live your brilliant life and shine your light. Also, Thursday evenings for an expanded service, 1-hour service. Join us on Thursday evenings, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We've got Reverend Ali, myself, Leslie Monroe, and a whole slew of guests that are going to join us throughout the year. We're working hard to bring you spiritual truths that will help you transform your life. And so it is 10:15 now, so if you'll join me for a moment of just centering ourselves, readying ourselves at this very moment, we turn within and we begin to feel that we are part of something more than this, that we are part of something universal, something divine, that we are not our body, we are not our mind. We are that which has a body and that which has a mind. All is well. Life is good. Let's take a collective breath and just follow it all the way out, giving yourself permission to be here for 15 minutes. Have a blessed morning. I'm going to hand the balance of the time over to Allison Benjamin. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you online in just 1 second. Allie?
Hey there, Michael's going to adjust the camera so I'm in the frame. So good morning, it's so good to be here. You can see Michael there behind me. Ali Benjamin here, live at Growing Edge Inspiration here at the Satya Center. That's good. So we're taking our talks this December from this book. It's a great book. It's probably backwards for you, but it's The Daily Flame, 365 Love Letters from Your Inner Pilot Light by Dr. Lissa Rankin. So I know this book is available at the Satya Center and it's available online too. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you have given yourself this gift of checking in, of being spiritually fed. It's our intention that we deliver practical spirituality to support you in your everyday living. So today my message is titled Sacred Sparkle. Now, life isn't always a bowl of cherries. Life isn't always rainbows and unicorns. We have a blend of things going on all the time. We have the dark and the light. We have ease and we have struggle. We have pain and we have health and vibration and vitality. So we have this mix of things always going on in our lives. We can't really depend on anything. So we have to create a space for ourselves in our lives where we can simply move with the flows, with the ebbs and the flows of life. And so I've created the Sparkle method, which will help you, help me, help us when we feel there's too much dark, when we feel that we are disconnected from our source, when we don't feel the truth of our being, when we somehow forget who we really are. We forget what we really are. So this Sparkle method, I've used the word sparkle as an acronym to bring forth a very real practice that you can put into play in your everyday life when you're feeling there's an overwhelming sense of darkness or disconnect from source, from spirit. So the first letter of the word sparkle is S. And so it's silent, silently go into this moment. So you might want to take a moment when you're feeling down, when you're feeling angry, feeling frustrated, to just simply stop. Stop and enter into the silence. So you might want to find a quiet spot for yourself and simply enter into the stillness of this now moment and just pay attention. Just notice that there's a lot of chatter. There usually is. When we're in a place of sadness or depression, there's usually a lot of negative mental activity. So we simply stop and we silently go into the moment and just witness those thoughts. And we find that there's a practice here. So that's the second word is practice. So we practice being still. We practice just noticing what we're noticing. And we'll see, if we're paying attention, that we're not those thoughts. We're that which has those thoughts, like Michael said earlier. So we simply notice the activity of our mind and we practice stillness. We practice being silent. And then the third word is awareness. We begin to become aware of the truth. We begin to expand our awareness around who we really are as a child of the divine. Absolutely loved, absolutely supported, always and all the time. And as our awareness blends with the oneness of the universe and we come to see that there is nothing amiss, that all is well, that it's just our thinking that has us thinking otherwise. And so it's silently practice awareness, and then the R is rekindling. We start to rekindle that inner flame, that inner pilot light. And as we rekindle that inner flame, that inner pilot light, we fan those flames, there's a deeper knowing, there's a deeper awareness, there's a deeper wisdom and truth that we access. It's actually a dimension that's always there, but when we're super identified with the mind, we lose connection with this dimension of knowing, the knowing field, the field of infinite possibilities and potentialities. So we silently practice awareness, and that's rekindling knowing, and then we rekindle love. We rekindle love so that our thinking, our knowing, and our hearts are then joined. There's a coherence between our thinking mind and our knowing mind, which is our heart, which is our essence. So silently practice awareness, rekindling knowing, rekindling love, and then the last letter is E, and the E stands for energy. So when we rekindle our wisdom, our knowing, when we rekindle that heart flame within, when we have coherence between the mind and the heart, we then have access to a dimension of energy that is so yummy, that's so creative. We then stand in our power as beings of divine creative energy. We stand in our power as beings of light, luminosity, and we absolutely have the ability through this practice, through this sparkle, through silently practice awareness, rekindling our knowing, rekindling our love, and rekindling and awakening that creative energy then that flows through us, because we're a conduit for this energy. It doesn't start with us. It's the energy of the universe. It's the energy of the divine. So we make ourselves available to this divine energy that's a part of this invisible substance that we're all being fueled and funded by. And so we begin to see that it's our responsibility to channel this creative energy into things that we want to manifest in our lives. So again, we blend the dark and the light. We experience the sadness, the frustration, the depression, or whatever it is we're feeling that has us absolutely disconnected from oneness, that has us into the illusion of separation. And we absolutely connect ourselves with the truth of our being. And as we rekindle knowing and as we rekindle love, we activate that energy and it brings us up out of the darkness. It fans the flames of our inner pilot light. And you just try it. And I know, because I've done it myself, we've all had some dark days, haven't we? And this practice, this sparkle method, will activate that sacred sparkle that's deep, deep, deep within you, deep, deep, deep within me and all sentient beings. Because no matter what's happening in the darkness, and we all need the darkness and the light, it's always going to be there. There's always that light, that sacred sparkle, that deep inner truth and that magnificence to who you really are, what you really are. It's always there. So fan that flame by doing this sparkle method, and we'll post it online for you. So again, it's silently practice awareness, rekindling knowing, rekindling love, and rekindling your innate energy. So that's it, checking the time. So we've got 5 minutes. And so what I want to do is do an activation. So here we go. We're going to practice the sparkle method. Are you ready? So maybe you close your eyes for a moment. Close your eyes. And tune in. Tune into the one life, the one power, the one infinite organizing intelligence that it is absolutely moving us, being us, breathing us, organizing ourselves, organizing everything in the universe. And as we simply relax into this knowing, as we simply relax it into this substance, this divine creative energy, this God power, we simply know that we're only one. There's only one thing happening, one life, one energy, one knowing. And as we become aware of that, as we connect with that, something starts to happen. And as we tune in to that sacred sparkle within, as we silently practice awareness, rekindling, fanning the flames, rekindling that deep knowing, that knowing that says, I am love, I am loved, I am lovable, I am worthy, that I'm not alone, that what I am and who I am and what I do matters. We rekindle that flame, we rekindle that knowing, we remember, we come into alignment with our authentic self, with our higher self. This rekindling helps us to sink into the heart. So we move that from that head, that mind down into the heart. And as we breathe, we take loving breaths. I call it heart breath. And as we activate heart breath, we bring coherence to mind and heart. And we rekindle love, loving awareness, love's presence, and our energy starts to become luminescent. We start to feel more lively inside, more engaged with life. And in that way, we tap into the energy that is ours to bring forth. That endless, infinite, eternal energy that the divine is. And we simply let that sacred sparkle begin to bubble up and begin to take over. And we start to remember who we really are as divine beings of love and light. I know this is true for me, it's true for you, it's true for all of us. So take a breath, activating that sacred sparkle, giving thanks for all that we have to be thankful for. There's so much, counting our blessings. And I release this word, this prayer, knowing that it is done, it is so. And together we say, and so it is. So thank you for joining us today here at The Growing Edge. I hope and trust and know that this has inspired you. If you'd like to support this ministry, if you'd like to support our message here, Growing Edge Inspiration, you can simply text GIVE, GIVE, to 385-217-6312. So you simply text the word GIVE to 385-217-6312, and we'll post that in the notes. And that will take you to a site called Tithely. You can set up your account. It's super safe and secure. I do it all the time and have been for several years. And that will allow you to support this ministry, this message, where you've been spiritually fed. So thank you so much. Peace and blessings. I love you, Satya community, to our Growing Edge Inspiration community, our Facebook friends, and lots of love. Thank you to Ben and everyone else that's supporting us here. And Michael's trying to give me a message. What's the message, Michael?
Just one plug for the solstice.
Oh, the winter solstice, yeah. We've got a fabulous 10th annual winter solstice coming up. And we've got the special guests, the Maka Mamas, Lorraine Hortzmanshoff and Shen. So please find us on Facebook at thesatyacenter.org, and you can find more out about our 10th annual winter solstice. It's called Luminescence. You can find it here on our Facebook page too. And please come. We're holding it at 3350 at the Harrison Boulevard at the UCC in Ogden. It's going to be a magical, wonderful time. It's a $20 donation to get in, and we trust that this will kick off your holiday season and give you a little bit of respite, a place to connect with your inner pilot light. So peace and blessings, lots of love. I love you. And we're praying for you. We love you. Come here, Michael. He's here too. And we're so happy to know that we can connect with you from the miles that we are away from you here in Big Bear Lake. So peace and blessings and lots of love. Namaste.